to GSP and Soccer Joint Podcast. We are here to reimagine the playing field in women's football with female game changers. My name is Ruza, FF Serbia grassroots manager, sports industry specialist, and former football referee. Let's empower the girls with this episode. Big round of applause for my next guest. Hi everyone, we are here with another GSP and Soccer Joint episode. I have a pleasure today to host my dear colleague. When I say colleague, I speak about my fellow referee. Here is international FIFA referee, Jelena Medjedovic, who also happened to be a super successful young lady, master manager, if I said correctly. And she's one of a kind. When I say one of a kind, is because she didn't come to football as, let's say, her first dream goal, which she will speak a bit later, but she ended to be a kick-ass referee. So, Jelena, welcome to podcast. I'm super happy to have you here.
Wow, thank you for this presentation for me, really, and I'm really glad to be here with you.
You were my, let's say, one of the first guests I was thinking about when coming from the referee world, not because you're a FIFA referee and that you already reached the highest of what we can have here. It's because, as I said, football was never your first choice or something you dreamt of as a little girl, but you ended up being that good that sometimes we feel like you were born with that. So can you tell everybody how your story started and how you ended up being a football referee?
Yeah, this is the main question when the people see me on the field. What are you doing here?
No, that's not true.
No. When they see me before the match, for sure. Because, like you said, the football or the be a referee wasn't my goal, for sure. I didn't play football, so because of that, I maybe didn't have some perspective like that. But I'm here, and I'm really glad because I'm here. And I think that I'm really the person who you can tell that wherever you want to be, you can just work and develop, learn, and continue to develop. And I think, everything is possible. So, I'm not a football player, but here I'm the referee. I really know the football, but
It was never your, let's say, you didn't dreamt of as a little girl, but and yes, when you say that when people see you, they don't think from the first moment that you're a referee because you look like I'm sorry that it's a audio podcast, so people cannot see how handsome you are, gorgeous you are, so that you look like you came from a runway, but in the end you're super athletic. And I know that from the beginning, because at the beginning of our careers, you didn't need any preparation or training to, beat the norm, to be one of the fittest. We all remember that. To you, it seemed like it's another, let's say, I came to rise my pulse and that's it. But now when you are on the highest level of refereeing, you have to maintain the good fitness. And what did change from the moment when you become an international referee?
I started training a lot. Because the UEFA and FIFA expect for us to be at first athlete, like you said. And for sure, the norm and the preparation for every international match must be top. So for sure that you need to do a training session, a lot of them, continually and repeatedly, and other techniques, two types of techniques, the sprints, long distance, change of speed, everything. So it's really serious training, and I'm really glad because naturally it's going to me. So it wasn't easy like it sounds, but hard work and everything is possible. So now I can run, and I run a men's test. So
Wow, this is really something to be proud of, because running those tests, it's not that easy. And people should be aware that what we as referees put on the field, it's more or less like the players, in terms of you can also get injured. You can also have all the issues that players are having. And in the end, you have to be as fit as they are, because you need to follow them, because here in Serbia and like in many countries, we female are also refereeing the male games, not only female. So from your perspective, what are the biggest differences now between men's and women's game?
When we start to be a referee, we start with the men's competition.
Yes.
So we first recognize and see football as a referee on the men's games. So then after some years, I became a referee on the women's football. The difference, this is the football, everything, they want to score the goal. Yeah. And this is the main. But the difference exists when I prepare, from my perspective, when I prepare a match, not every level, let's say like that, but some level.
Let's speak on the highest level,
like
Super League for women.
I just want to compare the same. Yeah. Because if it's not the same level, it's not, the woman can play better than some men for sure, But in our country, it's totally different, because the first infrastructure fields are different. Not all, especially some thanks to some clubs that they play a really good field, but usually the infrastructure is not the same quality. That it's coming the fastest speed of the players, management of the play. The men's are organizer than the women, but I have feeling that women want more, they have a more energy, more wish to play the match.
They don't take it for granted.
Exactly, yes. Exactly. And one important thing is the men use more act than the woman.
Yes.
So on the women's field, it's really realistic, like it is. On the men, sometimes it's happened some acting or something.
They want to trick you.
Yeah. Not just me, like a woman, the referee. Yeah. This is the main reason what they want to do. Yeah.
And over the years, and I also believe that even people outside of sports ask you these questions. How did you feel? How did you feel being a female among male? Among what they consider still as a men's game, even though we refuse to call it that way, and we're refusing. That's why we have projects like this one, where we just want to highlight that it's about the sport, not the gender. So, but speaking about those gender inequalities, like, how did you feel over the years, and how do you feel now? You can also pick more perspectives, like players, people outside of the field, colleagues.
Where at the very beginning, I think that you also know,
yep.
I wasn't aware where I am, because everything was new for me.
It was fun.
It was fun, something new. They told me that I need to be there and there in that field. I want to learn to be a referee, so I started and I do it. And I did it. But at that moment, everything was new for me. I didn't recognize some things. It's happened. But how time is going, I got more and more matches. And then I recognized some situation. First was some sounds and some screams from by spectators.
Of course.
Yeah. And this was my first moment that I feel something, it's not equal, let's say like that.
How did it feel at the beginning?
At the very beginning.
Were you hurt, honestly?
Yes, for sure. I didn't cry on the field, but at home for sure, because I was totally young.
Yes.
16, 17, 18 years. I was a child. So some man told me something bad. Why? I didn't understand that. But at one moment, I just recognized that I must go. You know,
Yeah.
why I feel like this because I hear from some person who is not anything who is important to me.
Who's just a stranger.
Totally stranger. And I think that at that moment that I must handle this situation, this problem, not only spectators, sometimes coaches. You know,
of course,
that.
Yes.
They also can be really rude.
Club
Till
representatives.
Now, for sure. All officials, you know. I spent years to learn that. And now I have boundary walls that I didn't hear anything. I go at the match and I didn't I'm not hearing anymore spectators. I just hear the players on the pitch, sometimes benches, sometimes not usually.
Only if you want to hear it.
Only, yeah. And this is the smart move, you know.
But you have a fourth official, so you can always get information if you need it.
Yes, exactly. And my assistants.
Yeah.
And fourth official for sure. But I think that this is the crucial. This is the only solution for my perspective, to not hear them. Because at that moment, when are you too young, you cannot handle with all these words. Now it's different story. 15 years I'm the referee, so I'm okay with them that they don't like me, all of them. So I keep going, you know. But
and what about those sexist comments that were actually directly directed to the way how you look? How did that hit you differently? Because
it's not how I look.
We as a women, we are more being analyzed by the way we look, not by the way what we are doing. Of course, as a referee, we're analyzed by everything. But let's say when we look at the way how women's athletes are presented, we have a good example with Ivana Španović. It's always more important how she looks or who she married or what is her last name instead of how far she jumped. So did those kind of comments would hit you differently as a female than those basic comments that we always hear from outside?
It's basic comments usually. Unfortunately, I didn't hear anything new or something. yeah, for sure. And it's basic, go in kitchen, go home, etc., etc. And at the one moment, I thinking why, and the second moment, I don't care anymore. But there exist. It's hard to say and speak like this, but they don't want the woman here. It's man's area. They don't want to see a woman, and this is the problem. Not how I look.
Yes.
They didn't care about my look. They just find something to choose and to pick that topic to speak with you, to hit to you.
Yes, I remember that well, even though I finished career 7 years ago.
Sorry for bad memories. Maybe
matter.
To change topic.
No. This is really important because for all the girls listening and for all the girls that we are doing these kind of talks, this is important for them to understand that this can build up your character. That this can change you, this can help you mature, this can help you straighten. And then, because I also, when I was thinking about potential guests, your career outside of the field was also something I really took seriously, because there are not many women who are this successful on the field and off the field, which also shows and gives a good message that you can do both, even 3-4 things, whatever you choose to do in future, and combine with what you're doing in sports. And but how this character of yours that you were building on the field as a referee, how that helped you in your career? I mean, you're working in a bank system, in a corporation, so this is not an easy industry to be in. And how did that help you in over the years?
to be a referee really, really helped me to be a personality like I am now. We grow together, because my teenage it start when I became a referee.
Yes.
Maybe I finished my teenage, but you understand me. And my personality is really growth with a referee. So it's really helped me to manage all the kind of people with other perspectives, with strange perspective. They help me, to be a referee helped me to make a decision quickly and to know to handle the other situation who is coming for the second, for the minute, for,
Yes, to handle the stress. On the highest level.
I don't have stress on my job.
Really?
No. I'm totally relaxed.
How is that
and
possible?
I teach people because I learned that really details by detail, step by step, and it's work.
Okay.
And for sure that I have stress in some situation.
I mean, you have pressure.
Pressure
From
for
outside,
sure,
yes.
You have some deadline or something for sure, but it's short. I finish. I know how to handle quicker than my people my ages on this situation. And this is the really topic, all this together, it's really topic that I'm really grateful to because the refereeing gives to me. This is the really important because, like I said previous, the referees are really strong person.
Yes.
Really strong.
Their personality is one of a kind, I can say that.
Yes.
And
really.
It's not because I was a referee, but just with the fact that you need to handle, let's say, 40 people at the same time in total, and then you need to handle all those emotions that are going towards you. Whatever you do, you're wrong from their perspective, and this is not easy. But when you are toughened through being a referee, it helps a lot in other life perspectives. But how did your colleagues react on your, let's say, everyday job, on the fact that you, from time to time, are missing the job, that you travel a lot because of your international tournaments and all the games you're doing? Do you feel that they are a bit envy of you having second career?
I have
next
a
to
great
career?
team, and this is
That's
really
nice.
important. Because of that, maybe is the main reason why I can have both at the same time. Because they support me, they ask me, but also, I must be honest, I am also really responsible to both of that job. I must to know when is timing to put the refereeing career, now it's on number one, and I must now when it's time to switch.
Yes.
Because, balance is really important. Or you cannot just put refereeing career on the first level all the time, because it's not fair to the bank system, to my colleagues. And really good team is really, really the answer that I can give to you.
Yes, good team on and off the field is
Totally.
is definitely what we need the
and
most.
it's the home for sure.
Yes,
This is
and I know
the
that
most important team.
Yes, I know that you have a great team at home, because I also believe that us who kept some connection outside of being a referee, we kept it because we come with the same values, and those values come from home.
Exactly.
So that's for sure. And when we speak about the progress of women's sports, you're witnessing from the first hand the progress in the women's game that we have. The change of the attitude from everybody, from, let's say, federations to UEFA, clubs, and so on. And if you could, let's say, reimagine the playing field, as I like to say in this podcast, how would ideal world of women's game would look like for you, both for a referee and also for those girls?
I think the crucial is respect us. This is the really important thing, to respect us and the environment. Yeah, it's team, it's people who work with us, it's people who or in our association, in UEFA, FIFA, it's maybe I forgot somebody for sure.
But you mentioned the most important.
Yes, but really, really, this is the really important. Okay, we can speak about infrastructure, the big stadium, a lot of spectators for sure. But really, for me, from my perspective, it's important to they recognize us and to support us what we're doing, because it's not easy at all. You fight with all this situation, all I don't know how to call them, but some, kako se kaže predrasude?
Prejudice.
Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice, gledala si film?
Yes.
Sigurno.
Ali ima neka druga reč, predrasude.
Pa prejudice je
Okay.
prava, ali
You
nema
fight
veze.
with all this prejudice, and it's not easy at all. So it's really important to have somebody to work with the young referees, to teach them how to they develop.
What did you miss during your development? From now, when you look from this perspective, for what you can say, I wish I had this at, let's say...
Dad as a referee. Because my dad is not a referee.
Okay, joke aside. Yeah, okay, not that. Let's start with the things that we could actually have.
I'm joking. I don't want to have a father as a referee.
Me as well.
Yeah, because maybe I will not become a referee.
Yes.
I think that we didn't miss anything. I think that we have the same develop at the beginning, and I think that we have a great people with us who really work with us, support us, and save us of some situation. We spoke maybe at the beginning, we spoke just the bad things, but we have a good things.
Yes.
Because we are here, because we felt the good things, a support.
Yes.
Because without that, we cannot be here, Alone, it's not the choice, and you must have your people, your friends, to be with you and to grow with you, of course. Maybe some details, but I cannot remember currently, maybe at the end or when we go through. But really, the people who work with us, it's really important. How you grow, they change because of the leveling your career. Some people go in, some out, but you must find somebody or to ask to help you, because alone you cannot do this for sure.
Yes, that's if there is that saying that say if you want to go further, you cannot do it alone. So this is something we can say from this perspective. And speaking of this inequality that we face even now, despite all the progress that has been made, which I'm not sure if it's just because we need to have a progress rather than people feeling that inequality should change. What about the fact that, let's say, when you're buying a football boot and football shoe, you need to buy a men's?
They made the pink color.
Yes, but it's still made. But it's still
I'm joking.
men's.
I never buy a pink.
I know.
Only black one.
I tried to imagine you with a pink shirt. I was like, no.
You remember at the beginning I asked to allow me that I wear pink, but they didn't support me.
But in the end, besides the colors,
you know how much times I need to go in the shop and buy shoes with studs? I think 4 years or 5 to be a referee. I wear just sneakers because I didn't want to buy. But maybe this is part that you're gonna cut. But
no, this is not the part I'm gonna cut, because this is a real issue in the world. There is only one company from Australia producing football boots just for women and according to women feet. And there are discussions that all those injuries that women are facing because the boots they wear are those who are man-made, and because of that, it's not adjusted to women's body, because in the end, we do have differences. Our bones are different in terms of hormones influence and so on. So we cannot be treated the same way. And therefore, I wanted to ask you, does this inequality bothers you? Is this something that when you, let's say, think about or now speak about, you don't have to think about on a regular basis, but when we speak about that, is this something that bothers you? Would you like that to change?
I'm not that kind of person because I'm not that totally detailed. Yeah, it's really bothered me when I felt some pain and then Ken told me that it's because it's men's sneakers.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear that yet in my career. But this is some basic stuff that we want to cut. Why? Stop doing this, okay?
Yeah.
Because just continue and work together as a team. I want to step back and tell that I really work with a man's colleague and we have a really great relationship together, because this is also important. I push them, they push me all the time. We do the training session. In some situation, I cannot do with women, with other girls, and I must do with them. Who gonna help me to run men's test?
If not men's, yes.
Exactly. They give me some advice, some tips how to do it, how it look like on the UEFA competition, courses and everything, because we didn't go there yet, for example.
Yes.
Now we go everywhere, don't worry. But yeah, I don't want to highlight that there are differences between women and men in football. Yeah, there exist as a player, but as a referee, I want to believe that they don't exist.
Well, this is a good message that we can take from this episode, where if you want to feel the lowest level of inequality in football, you should become a referee. So this is good for girls. Like, if you want to feel accepted for what you are doing and not what gender you are, this is a good part of football you should take. It is also something I feel from this now staff point of view, from a federation. Okay, there are some people still who feel threatened by a woman because they don't know what to expect, and it's easier to sabotage than support. But in the end, and speaking of what you have said about colleagues pushing each other, when I was a referee, same as you, I didn't feel that. Mm-hmm. And we were really supported by our colleagues, and they wanted to protect us at every possible situation and so on. I mean, let's start from the fact that when we have a same locker room, they would always put us first, go out until we change and so on.
Exactly.
So started from being a gentleman, then continuing being colleagues on a field and not treating you any differently. So yes, this is a message that is really nice.
It's individual. It's not all black and white, you know. So if you want to have something, you must to give something. So this is cooperation together, teamwork all the time.
Yes, exactly. And what are the dreams that you have at the moment regarding your refereeing career? Where did you like? What is the next big thing for you?
I just finished winter course.
Yes.
And they just give me a message, prepare for summer course. Yeah, this is happened all the time, working. But stop joking, yeah. Now I'm going to some tournament one, and I hope some matches in the future for sure. But it's really to keep develop. I'm in UEFA Talents for this year, so I have mentor. We work a lot together, and really hard work, training session, watching clips and everything. And I hope someday it will be really, really what we think all together, you know.
Yes, I hope to see you at some Euro or World Cup in the future, so that I can be the one to say I knew her, I had games with her and so on. So yeah, that is definitely what I wish for you. And speaking of good things, I also not only remember, I know that as female colleagues, we support each other that much, and it's so contrary on what people are saying, that girls are gonna stick the knives in a girl's back, which is not true. we really pushed each other, and we have amazing friendships among us that are outside of the field and even after careers. So this is a super thing about being a referee. So what would be your message to all the girls listening to us and maybe considering becoming a referee?
Well, I'm sure now currently that they are not thinking to be a referee. They want to be a player or spectator, or that. No, but this is really, really hobby. Let's say hobby, but this is job.
Yes.
That will
serious
change
hobby.
you. Serious hobby. Yeah, maybe this is that the word. Maybe I'm asking
responsible hobby.
Totally responsible. Yeah, but this is the really responsible hobby who is gonna change your personality, help to handle stress, make decision, to really enjoy in teamwork, to travel together, to
even earn some money, because those pocket money that we would get from the games, it was nice having when we were kids.
Yes, when we had the kids, really, we cannot spend it all. Yeah. But now it's changed. We can spend it.
But when you start, it's a nice addition to your budget.
Exactly, really. As a student, it's really great hobby to have. To stay in sport. We didn't say this, to stay in sport.
It's a healthy environment.
Totally healthy environment. They push together to go to the training to do something fun. And really, really, you're gonna love it if you have a good team around you.
Yes.
Because it's not about on the field, it's after the field.
Yes, we call it
young.
What we call it in Serbia, third halftime.
Yeah, exactly. This is the main, when we finish the matches and call where we gonna find and go to drinks, and you cannot you can magic actually how long stories can speak. So really, this is really good. It's stressful, but it's really, really
it's rewarding.
Nice. It's important at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much for accepting to be my guest and to speak about these important topics on women in sports from every perspective. And I really like that you mentioned that not every part of the sports comes with so many inequalities. Sometimes we do feel equal, and being a referee is one of them.
Thank you, Ruza.
Big shout out to European Union for co-financing this project as a part of the cooperation partnership in field of sports.